Dumating na ang phone na pinakaabang ko bago matapos ang 2024. And this is one of my favorite gaming phones, si REDMAGIC, and this is the REDMAGIC 10 Pro. This one has the most powerful na Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Elite, full screen goodness na may 95.3 na screen-to-body ratio, 7,050 mAh na battery with 100 watts na fast charging, and may bypass charging din siya. And best of all, meron din siyang 144Hz na screen refresh rate. More details after this quick intro. So itong bagong-bagong ng REDMAGIC 10 Pro comes in 3 variant. We have the Shadow variant at 12256. Itong hawak ko is the Dusk variant na 16512. And meron pa siya isang Moonlight na variant na 16512 din. I'll update the price on the description box below once maging available here in the Philippines. Now, talk about simplicity. Makita natin, pinasimple ni REDMAGIC ang kanyang design dito sa likod. Hindi na siya masyadong complex tulad dati. And I kinda like yung kanyang pagka-simple design dito sa likod. One thing you'll appreciate dito sa kanya is may ilaw dito sa kanyang X. Maganda kanyang color and pwede mo palitan pa ibang colors sa loob ng kanyang game center. And dito sa REDMAGIC na logo. Another thing to notice is that this is probably one of the phones na flat ang kanyang likod. Makita mo pag hinawakan mo sa kanyang likod, walang umbok dito sa kanya, flat na flat siya. So, hindi basta-basta magagasgas ang kanyang camera module. Meron siya dalawang shoulder triggers dito. Andiyan kanyang game mode button. And ito ang kanyang cooling fan intake. Sa kabila ang kanyang exhaust. Now, itong gaming phone na ito has 3 microphones. One here, isa sa ilalim, and isa sa taas to be able to pick up your sound really nice when you're playing games. Now, one thing na napansin ko sa kanya dito is hindi mo na talagang makita kung nasaan ang kanyang camera dito. And sa previous generation, makita mo parang medyo may kunting pagka-blur dito, which yun ang makita mo is the camera. But this time around, tinignan ko na masinsinan and hindi ko na makita kung nasaan nakatago ang kanyang camera. And one good news sa inyo is that nag-improve ang photo dito sa phone na ito para sa kanyang selfie shots, which makita nyo later pag pinag-usapan na natin ang camera. One of the good things dito sa kanya is very nice ang kanyang grip dito sa kanya. Flat ang likod niya, flat din dito sa gilid, pero may pagka-round edge dito sa gilid, so hindi siya edgy. Now, this phone is being powered by the latest na Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Elite. And it's really a powerhouse na chip which can give you a really good gaming experience. And nung tinest ko siya sa Antutu benchmark, binigyan ako ng 2.78 million points dito sa benchmark na ito. And nung binreakdown ko, this is the score that I got. And based kay REDMAGIC, umabot siya ng 3 million. I did roughly 20 times paulit-ulit. Naglalaro ako at around mga 2.6, 2.7, and this is the highest na na-achieve ko. It's nowhere near sa pinapakita ni REDMAGIC na around 3 million na Antutu benchmark score. Now, pagdating sa Wildlife Extreme, 6,000 ang kanyang loop score, and ang kanyang stability is 72%. Not bad naman kanyang thermals, and it-throttled to 76% ang kanyang max performance. Ito ang score naman nakuha ko dito sa Geekbench, sa kanyang CPU benchmarking, and ito naman kanyang GPU benchmarking. Now, the phone na ito comes with a 7,050 mAh na battery, and it now supports 100 watts na fast charging. Ito nire-request ko previously kay REDMAGIC na sana gawin nilang 100 watts man lang para maging at par siya sa mga nilalabas nila sa China. And finally, nakinig sila kasi nung previously sa 9S Pro, it is a 80 watts. And nag-improve din na ng battery from 6,500 naging 7,050 mAh na ngayon. Now, if you're a heavy user, ma-appreciate mo talaga ang 7,000 mAh na battery inside your smartphone. Now, if you're using it normally, one whole day, wala kang maging problema, kaya-kaya naman na itagal. And if you're gaming extremely, hindi mo naman kailangan na gamitin siya on battery. You can always use a power bank or you can always use your charging cable para gamitin ang kanyang bypass charging while you're gaming para mas protected ang yung battery. Na nung sinalang ko sa PC Mark na battery stress test, ang ganda rin ng result na kuha ko. 13 hours and 8 minutes na screen on time. This is based on 50% brightness and 60 Hz na screen refresh rate. Para sa gaming phone na ito, makunat. Now, ang screen na ito is being collaborated between BOE and REDMAGIC, and they come up with a 6.85-inch na AMOLED display with a 1.5K na resolution. This is probably one of the first one na may ganitong resolution on a full screen display. Another good thing dito sa kanya is buong-buo ang iyong phone. Sobrang slim ng kanyang bezel, and this totals to 95.3% na screen-to-body ratio, which is for me, wow, ang laki ng kanyang screen. Iyong-iyo, dalagang goodness ang tong phone na ito. 144 Hz ang kanyang screen refresh rate, meron siyang 2,000 nits sa maximum brightness, and meron din siyang 2,500 Hz na touch sampling rate. Ang kanyang frame border plus bezel is just around 1.25 mm thick. Sobrang nipis. And this one also comes with the SGS na eye protection. I really am a sucker for mga phones like this one na walang punch hole. Now, browsing on social, I would say na sobra kang mag-enjoy dito dahil sa ganda ng kanyang screen. Dahil sobrang smooth ang experience ko dito, be it browsing on Facebook, TikTok, sa Instagram, and sa Twitter, wala ka magiging problema dito. And dahil this one has a level 1 na Wi-Fi security level, so you can watch HD dito on your favorite online streaming apps. And if you're watching naman sa YouTube, expect a really good resolution dito sa phone na ito dahil very punchy ka ng colors and black is blacker definitely dito sa screen na ito. You get nothing but the best viewing experience dito on this phone. Now, meron siyang dalawang loudspeaker dito sa ilalim, isa sa taas. Gusto lang natin i-check kung gaano kalakas ang sounds dito sa gaming phone na ito. So, let's check this one out. Sounds niya, malakas. Approve. Napag-uusapan na natin right now ng gaming, pero pakita ko lang sa inyo na once na tinigger mo itong kanyang gaming button, there's some changes na makita mo dito sa loob. Pakita ko sa inyo. So ito ang bagong game space mode ni REDMAGIC. And kita mo yung kanyang orientation looks a little bit better this time around. Hindi siya yung isa, slide ka ng slide. Right now, naka-tile format na siya. So, kita mo lahat ng mga games mo na naka-installed na pwede mo siyang i-calibrate. I-select mo lang siya dito. Hindi ka swipe ng swipe, no? Until the game na gusto mo. There are a lot of things na pwede mong kalikutin din dito. You can check some of your game achievement, anti-disturbance, and network settings na pwede mo tingnan dito. And, of course, nandito na rin ang bypass charging. You can freely add games dito into it, no? So just select mo lang siya exclude or include para masama lang siya dito sa kanyang games. But you can freely switch back to yung dating format niya if you want, or you can switch to yung tile format depende sa trip mo. You can call out si Mora. Yan. Pwede mo i-set si Mora dito. Yung virtual assistant mo. Pwede mo siya kilitiin. Natawa lang siya. Cute lang siya, no? Pwede mo dress up si Mora if you want. So, summer outwear, wear now. You can check some of the action niya.
Jen, do you want a bottle? Remember to bring an umbrella.
Yan. Yan ang pwede mong gamitin si Mora if you trip mo, no? So right now, let's start playing. And so I played a lot of titles dito sa phone na ito. I played Call of Duty Mobile, Firelight 84, Call of Duty Warzone, Honor of Kings, Genshin Impact, and Asphalt Legends Unite. Pagdating sa Call of Duty Mobile, expect a really, really good gaming experience dito sa kanya. And I was really able to enjoy this one dahil sa kanyang shouldering triggers. Probably one of the good things na gusto ko dito sa phone na ito is yung kanyang shoulder triggers. It gives you more flexibility, lalo na when I'm playing mga shooting games like si Call of Duty Mobile. I would say na the touch response is really fast. Nasa kanyang 520 Hz sa touch sampling rate sa kanyang shoulder triggers. It was really fast to respond sa every single touch ko. And I would say na sobrang halos wala kang mafe-feel na lag, wala kang mafe-feel na frame rate sa game na ito. And playing after 30 minutes, pinakamainit na na-achieve ko is around mga 38 to 39 degrees Celsius. Now, checking Firelight 84, sinagad-sagad ko din ka ng gaming graphics and I was able to really enjoy pushing it to the limit gamit ang Farlight 84. And this game, I would say na sobra ako nag-enjoy din dahil sobrang smooth ang kanyang graphics. Expected naman from the Snapdragon 8 Elite, and it was fun playing this game. I played several VR matches dito sa kanya. Halos negligible ang frame drops dito kasi wala akong napansin din naman ni isa. Surprisingly, ang pinakamainit na na-achieve niya is 43 degrees Celsius. Now, pagdating sa Call of Duty Warzone, this game, I would say na I think optimized naman siya dito sa kanya, and the way I see it is that it can really give you a good gaming experience sa Call of Duty Warzone. Though there are a little bit of frame drops na napansin ko along the way pag tumatakbo ka na mabilis. And one thing din na napansin ko sa kanya is that ang sarap maglaro ng Call of Duty Warzone dito sa kanya. Kasi on some of the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, medyo sumasablay pa ang game na ito. But not on the Snapdragon 8 Elite. Though I would say na medyo mainit siya after 30 minutes of gameplay, umabot siya ng 47 degrees Celsius. Pagdating naman sa Honor Kings, talagang I would say na maning-mani na lang dito. And the graphics is smooth. The gameplay was okay. I would say na wala akong maging problema dito sa game na ito. And playing after 30 minutes rank matches dito, umabot lang siya ng 40 degrees Celsius at the most dito sa phone na ito. Genshin Impact, probably ito yung pinaka best game na gusto ko i-play dito on the REDMAGIC 10 Pro. And using the shoulder triggers dito sa kanya, it gives you extra flexibility, no? Honestly, I was really thrilled to play this game kasi sobrang smooth niya dito sa processor na ito. And the gameplay was really nice. The touch response was really good. The sound was really good, I would say. And pinaka gusto ko lang dito sa kanya is that kahit heavy battle na, wala kang mafe-feel na frame drops dito sa kanya. And surprisingly, hindi siya ganun kainit, and it reaches just 43 degrees Celsius after 30 minutes of gameplay. I was expecting somewhere near siya kay Call of Duty Warzone, pero hindi siya umabot ng ganong kainit. Probably nag-kick in yung IceX cooling system na featuring a 11 layers na structure, advanced cooling materials dito to separate the heat faster than ever dito sa phone na ito. I'm playing Asphalt Legends Unite para patunayan ko lang sa inyo na hindi mag-overheat ang phone dahil sa isang racing game like this one, na I would say na for the benefit of everyone, nilaro ko tong game na ito, though it's a little bit new to me. The gameplay was good, solid siya, hindi naman siya ganun ka-graphical intense. Sobrang smooth naman ang kanyang controls. Wala kang maging problema dito sa kanya. And buong-buo yung screen sa'yo, full screen na full screen, so definitely it's good. And guys, pinakamainit lang na na-achieve niya is 44 degrees Celsius. It's nowhere near alarming. And kung feel mo sobrang init ang phone mo, you can always buy something like this one, the FlyDG B7. Nakakalabas lang, no? And I'll be testing this one pretty soon para makita ninyo ang performance ng FlyDG B7, kung gaano kalamig ang kaya na ibigay sa inyo. And definitely si FlyDG is one of my best recommended na gaming phone cooler para sa any phones na ginagamit nyo for extreme gaming. Lalo na dito sa REDMAGIC 10 Pro. Link on the description. Napag-usapan na natin ang kanyang camera dito sa phone na ito. And this one sports a 50MP na main camera sensor na may OIS, and it has a 7P lens and APL coated para sa anti-glare. This one is a OV50E from Omnivision, and there's another one which is the OV50D na 50MP na sensor. Ito ang kanyang ultra-wide lens, and it has a optimized distortion correction algorithm plus a 2MP na depth sensor. Ang kanyang camera can shoot you up to 8K in 30, and ang kanyang front-facing camera is a 16MP na front-facing shooter which can let you shoot up to 1080p and 30 FPS. So I've tried some shots dito sa REDMAGIC 10 Pro, and I've seen some improvements sa kanyang rear camera. And starting off with this simple shot ng mga bato, I would say na it is a very simple shot, pero mapapansin mo, there's a lot of details dito sa bato when you zoom it in. Probably one of my gauge sa details. Na pagdating sa kanyang greens, pansin ko medyo saturated siya this time around. Pero yung kanyang saturate is magandang pagka-saturate, hindi naman yung pagka-OA. Pero pagdating naman dito sa original flower na ito, it's a little bit more saturated than what I see from the other cameras. Pero itong pink na ito looks very natural, almost the same doon sa nakikita ko sa actual. Lalo na itong white na ito. I love this color white, and it looks good even zooming it to the core. Now, tinry ko rin naman kumuha ng kanyang ultra-wide shot. This is how it looks like, and this is a normal shot. One thing na napansin ko dito sa kanya is gumaganda ang camera ni REDMAGIC 10 Pro pagdating sa rear camera. And honestly, to be able to take some shot like this, ang ganda ng focus sa subject and blurry all the way to the background. And taking some cityscape shot, I would say na really nice din itong camera ni REDMAGIC 10 Pro. one thing na mapapansin mo sa mga skyscraper like this one is yung kanang cloud details. There's a lot of details sa kanang cloud, which I think is something that I love dito sa kanang camera. Though yung kanang blue is a little bit more, medyo may pagka-OA ang kanang blue, saturated I would say. Pero it looks kind of nice naman if you post it sa Instagram. Now, if you try to take some indoor, low-light photography ng mga food shot, I would say that looks pretty nice and yummy ito mga food na nakuha ko. And honestly, I would say that it's definitely a good camera pagdating sa food photography. Not the best, pero for a gaming phone, it's really decent and really nice ang mga food photography. Taking some Christmas decor shot, looks really nice and focus naman siya. I would say na yung kanyang camera is able to take in some really nice shot pagdating sa mga Christmas lights. And makita mo dito, very evident. It looks very nice and very, very meaningful. Pati itong shot ni Jollibee, I would say that okay, looks good. Maganda ka na focus sa subject, very nice and very clear. Now, I did try to take some of this polar bear shot. It looks really nice and cute. And there's a lot of details if you take a look at it. Kung medyo may pagka-spot lamp naman ang ganang effect, it looks really nice din. Pag tinignan mo, no, if you come closer to kanyang subject, you'll be able to snap in some nice one. Now, pagdating sa kanyang front-facing camera, I have seen some improvement dito sa kanya. That's one thing for sure from the 9 and 9S Pro na medyo glary and hazy. But this time around, I would say it has improved. Not to the point na sobrang ganda na, pero I would say gumanda na siya this time around. Though there are times that it's still a little bit hazy sa aking buka. Pero I would say it's a little bit more acceptable than yung mga dati. Pero pagdating sa indoor, I would say that it's still a little bit soft. But there are times na makapagkuha ka ng some really nice decent shots sa kanyang camera when you're indoor, like this one, it looks nice. And this one, it looks nice as well. Now, if you're vlogging using the front-facing camera, well, a little bit shaky. Hindi naman siyang garapal na shake. Pero yung kanyang camera, I would say it has improved. And using yung kanyang rear camera to take a video, very stable, very nice, very sharp of video, and I would say the resolution is definitely great. It's definitely a standout para sa gaming phone. Now, honestly, it's a good way to end the year with a bang. Itong REDMAGIC 10 Pro is definitely for me the best gaming phone for 2024. I would hardly say it's 2024 kasi nilabas ito patapos ng 2024. But I would rather say that this is one of the best gaming phone that you can have for early 2025. Kaya if I were you, start the year right. If you want a good gaming phone na you don't have to spend that much like the ROG 6 and REDMAGIC 10 Pro is definitely the one that you should get. It can virtually do anything na kaya ng ROG 9, and one of the good things is hindi siya ganon kamahal. Medyo exage kasi ang presyohan ng ROG. Overall, I would say sobra ako natuwa dito sa phone na ito, and one good thing is kanyang full screen dito sa kanya, and another good thing is that nag-improve din ang kanyang front-facing camera. Hopefully, furthermore, improvement sa kanyang front-facing camera soon. So guys, if you want to know kung saan na pwede mabili itong phone na ito, which I'll link on the description box below once na naging official to sa Pilipinas. And if you like this video and marami ka natutunan, don't forget to share it to your friends. And sub to this channel is definitely awesome. I'll see you in my next one. And so, ako para si Richmond, and you're watching Gadget Sidekick. What's up? Like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. For one of my latest uploads, click the dito. And for one of my popular uploads, click here.